And I figured I'd make this video and I'd explain to you why I don't raise as many quail as I used to. Got the girls out here first thing this morning, y'all. Got Miss Savannah feeding the quail. And this is our Bob Whites. As y'all see, we still don't have any additions to them yet. But y'all, they're coming. They're coming. At least I hope so. It took us a really long time to get fertile eggs, like a really long time. Hopefully these are showing like they may be fertile. We would like to start adding to this. We do have extra males, but we only have one female. That's the worst part about it. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Maniac here in hot and humid Alabama, y'all. This morning we have been getting the waters out. My wife has handled the waters. My daughter was handling the feed. And I'm over here to let y'all know that, well, the questions you've been asking, I figured I'd make this video and I'd explain to you why I don't raise as many quail as I used to. Yes, I do have quite a bit of quail. We probably have, I don't know, 300 on hand. We usually keep 4, 5, or 6. No, I don't recommend y'all keeping your cages open like this right here, but I know these birds, for some reason, these birds are extremely calmer than the rest of my birds. They don't go nuts. I've been able to touch them and pet them, and like I can pet them, some do run out of the way. But as you see, they're not going just crazy wild. And then we have a ton of them over here. As you can see here, they are everywhere. So there are skittish birds in here, but they get used to you coming, watering and feeding, talking to them. Some let you play with them, some don't. But I don't recommend, before somebody says it, leaving your door open like this. I just want y'all to be able to see them. But there's quite a number of birds in here, as you can see. Of all different colors. We have Italian whites, we have pied, we have pharaohs, we have Egyptian, we have jumbo browns. I mean, there's numerous amounts. So let's answer a couple of questions. Maniac, how come you don't specify exactly the type of quail you use? Well, I just did. But I do have other channels and videos where you see me take this bird right here, something like this. This is an Italian white. I think he's beautiful. They're one of my favorite ones. I do have quail that I think are pretty, but y'all, this is not about being pretty. This is solely about raising food for me and my kids and my wife. Raising food for my neighbors, my friends, somebody that wants to buy quail, all of those things and above. But y'all, they all taste the same. They all act identical. There's no change in any other quail. We've had tons of different quail. I've had them ash gray, I've had them black, I've had them all kinds of colors. They taste identical, they act identical. Now, the reason I don't care is it is a food consumption reason. That is it. I want to eat them. So all of you wanting to get into quail, if you say you can't eat them all, try to sell them. But guess what? You have a freezer. Your neighbors have a freezer. Your friends have a freezer. So if you raise too many, I mean, it may cost you a tiny bit more in feed. Quail aren't as expensive as people think they are, but they can get crazy. If you had the numbers we've had, oh yeah, the feed can get up there given your budget. But y'all, if you can raise them, raise them. If you can't sell them, give them away, process them. Find somebody who can process them. There's people all over that can process them for you. Just people that probably live next to you that know how or can learn how. And just store the freezer up, y'all. You never know. You could have some hard months, and we have. That's why, man, growing up, my mom had 3 or 4 freezers. I mean, y'all, during hard times, you could live out of them freezers. And this is the perfect freezer packer because they reproduce every 8 to 10 weeks. You can process these birds, put them in the freezer. Now you have new birds just like these. These are new birds. I sold all of them last time I went to trade day 2 weeks ago. I didn't go last week, but we sold them all. I sell what I can sell. But is the selling, people think we're just selling crazy amounts of quail. No, I'm raising them. We're eating them. You know, you may give some away, but I try not to do that because they're delicious and I need my money for my feed. But y'all, you can raise any quail you want to raise. They're yours. You put them on your place, they're yours. Now, I don't raise button quail. I've been asked that. Why don't you raise button quail? Because those things are tiny. There's no benefit for me to raise them. I'm not here to raise pretty birds for just to look at. I mean, some people don't agree with it, but we eat everything here except for the dogs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the way it's gonna be. We love the eggs, we love chicken, we love pig, we love turkeys, we love rabbits, we love quail, we love geese. I mean, y'all, when you start, if you're gonna do this, you need to find every benefit you can. So if you don't get into it for selling, then you're gonna be perfect, you got meat. But if you do get into it for selling, there's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs. But here where I live, quail hasn't been selling just off the shelf. So that's why I condensed my numbers down. And we still have way more than we actually need at the moment, but could I process them all out? Heck yeah. But we have enough now that we could eat quail every day for a while. So, but it takes a lot of quail, y'all. For a guy my size, it'd probably take, I don't know, 2 to 3 quail. I can eat 4. If you ever watch my lives on TikTok, whenever I was an over-the-road trucker, I could eat 4. Y'all, we get the eggs, we hatch the eggs. I mean, it's like a cycle. And for all you quail lovers out there, or people that's thinking about getting into quail, it's not just about the meat. I mean, their poop makes a good fertilizer. You want to let it go through a heat, let it cook for at least, I would say, 6 months minimum. But you get their meat and you get their eggs, y'all. Now, does it take a lot of eggs for a breakfast? Yes, it takes a lot of eggs for a breakfast. But we pickle the eggs. My wife makes a sweet pickling, a sour pickling. She makes a hot pickling. And there's people that say they won't eat quail, but they'll eat pickled eggs. But then there's people that won't eat pickled eggs, but they'll eat quail. There's a wonderful market in quail. Now, where I'm at right now, we don't have all these fancy restaurants and nobody blowing me up, and I haven't seen anybody that sells quail. So I do see them in the grocery store, and they're little bitty birds compared to my birds. My birds will be 15 to 16 ounces, and their birds will be little 8, 9 ounce birds. So, I mean, they can get pretty expensive. Me and Alita saw some one day that was like 25 bucks for 4 little 8 ounce birds. I was like, oh no, no way I'd do that. But y'all, quail is a wonderful thing to get into. And just like I was saying earlier, I condensed my numbers down because I wanted to. I'm not raising tons of birds to have to process all the time. And if I'm working 12, 14 hours a day, I haven't got the time to process all these birds on a regular schedule, because sometimes I may have to work Saturday. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes you need a break. So I try to raise enough to where I can process 60 or 70 at one time, or we'll just say 30 or 40 at one time. I will do 70 if I decide, but I try to do 30 or 40, and then a few weeks later do 30 or 40, and just keep it that way, because I can fill a freezer up pretty quick with these birds. That's no lie. And that's the reason I try and tell everybody, quail is the super bird to me. Way better than chicken, tastes better than chicken, way easier to handle, way easier to process. They taste just amazing. You can cook them any way you want to cook them. Fry them, skew them, boil them, bake them, broil them, grill them, open fire cook them. Y'all, it is amazing how many ways you can cook quail. But not only that, you have a ton of ways you can use their eggs. Some people are using the little eggs to put on their sliders. People are making slider burgers, and the quail egg fits perfectly on that. I'll probably make some and make a video where we use our quail eggs to make the fried egg. But y'all, that's a great idea. A quail egg on top of a slider. It's not too big like a chicken egg would be. There is a numerous amount of ways that you can eat quail, how quail can benefit you. You just got to get out there and do it. But don't get crazy with it. If you can't eat them all, sell them. Once you realize how many people aren't, people will pound the ground on you for a while. Hey, I need 30, I need 40, I'd like to have 60, I need this, I need that. And then, like now, it's just like a void. Nobody really wants quail. You feel like you're pretty much trying to car sell them whenever they walk, hey, you want to buy these quail, I'll cut you a sweet deal, something like, y'all. When it gets to that point, condense down. Don't hurt your bottom line. Stay in the black, bring them home. Condense down, put them in the freezer, keep the numbers you need in case you need to ramp back up for selling, or do what we're doing. We're not really worried about selling unless somebody contacts me. Quail is my favorite thing to raise on this farm. My favorite, besides turkey and geese. I do like turkey and geese, and I do like pigs, but quail are my favorite. Hopefully some of these, this advice is answering some of the questions that people have been asking. But quail are up selling like crazy, and then they're way down. Like chickens, you can pretty much sell chickens any time of the day, but depending on how low you want to bring your price. But quail, it'll be up high, it'll drop real low. And I just don't care. Keep your farm affordable, keep your costs down, keep your freezers and fridges full, y'all. That's pretty much what my quail adventure is about. You don't need extravagant pens. You don't need all this crazy crap that you see. No, you don't even need what I have here. You can raise them in totes. I just do this for comfortability, more room, more space. They get to be outside. They get to smell nature, be in nature, but in a pen, because we have a lot of predators here, so I try to keep them safe. But y'all, if you've ever been asking yourself, quail, the easiest farm animal on the planet to me is quail. So if you've been racking your brain, what should I do? How hard is it? Y'all, it is the easiest animal to, as long as you have a cage that nothing can get to them, and you don't forget to feed and water them, keep check on their feed. I keep feed in mind as much as they want to eat, that's what they get, because it keeps them on this growth stage of just getting big really fast, spitting them out. Then you take them, we remove them from the small cage. That's when they're babies ready to be outside. Once they're feathered up real good, then they come into the teenage. Then if you're lucky, you make it into the breeder pen. If not, well, you're going to the freezer camp, or you're going to trade day. Somebody else will have you, and maybe they will keep that bird for a long time, or else they're taking them to eat, but possibly they're going to raise their own birds as well. I hope this video wasn't too boring. I mainly just wanted to touch on, they're very inexpensive. If you raise too many, sell them. If you can't sell them, eat them. That's the best advice I can give you, and it's nothing really extravagant needed to raise these birds. Keep it simple, keep it smart, keep it under budget. That's what I would do, keep it under budget. But we raise them in totes, like this tote right here. That's really what we raise them in, y'all. When they're babies, they come out, we keep them in totes of heat lamps until they're ready to come outside. We raise them on chick starter, then grower, and that's just what we do. You can feed them a regular maintenance if you want to. There's all kinds of feed that you can give birds. Now us preferably, we only use Tucker milling. No, I'm not paid to say that. I just really like Tucker milling, and I prefer that feed product. I try not to ramble, y'all, but quail are really as fun as I say they are. I'm telling you, I didn't have quail. Now I've been raising quail for what, 5, 6 years, something like that. Ain't that right? That's right, I think that's right. But I'm really good at raising them. That's the reason I'm telling you how easy they are. I didn't have a dadgum bit of experience, y'all, but you can enjoy it. Not only are they fun, they are fun to watch. If you just want birds pretty to look at, hey, this is what you need, for real. Because they come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. But you want some of the most delicious meat you ever put in your mouth that you can cook any way you want to. Oh, hush your mouth. Mwah! This is some good food, y'all. Till next time, I'm your boy Maniac. We out.